سلام علیکم. ناگهان درهای رحمت باز شد، گویا دنیا ز نو آغاز شد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين. المفاجات. الموت المفاجات. And what is it? What is a sudden death? We've got two types of death. A slow processing death, and the other is a sudden death, where a person is completely healthier and suddenly he falling over, suddenly he die. We can say it's a heart attack, sudden death. But within the religion concept, within the point of view of the Quran, if you pivot down that concept of sudden death to the Islamic concept, if you pivot down the Islamic concept, there are different arguments regarding that. One of them is inattentive. Regardless person who don't mind the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The person who's really has got sort of an unconcerned feeling, live in states, in a feeling where they are completely unaware and conscious, where a person is not really related to himself, not attached to himself, not attached to the inner feeling, to the inner consciousness. All he completely come out, because he's out of border, he's out of the boundary of Allah. Where you can see he completed the other side of the river. He passed the border. A person wears night and day indulging. Is not abstinent, is not restrained from the prohibition of Allah, and is not committing the obligatory of Allah. So we talked about sudden death, al-maut al-mufajat. Al-maut al-mufajat. Within the Quranic judgment, within the Islamic perspective point, is those face al-maut al-mufajir, a sudden death, who's really had a negligence way of life, who didn't obtain the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in his life. Wherever he walked and whatever he said, all was against Allah. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ayn al-mafar. Ayn al-mafar. Where are you going? فَأَيْنَ تَذْهَبُونَ. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, do the mankind think that they are left alone, that they are not going to be chased? So if you really don't not connected with the center, where even you're not going to wipe off, erase your past by your current situation, because where some people is erasing their past by their current situation, by their praying, by returning to Allah. So Allah, they're erasing their past and precisely, heartily, deeply want to stick the rest of his life with Allah. Because you know what, while he's deep down knows what life is going to be with Allah. Once you deep down know what sort of life you will obtain within Allah, then you will firmly walk on the path of Allah. Once you really understand the true meaning of Quran, the deep down meaning of each ayah and verse of the Quran, this is the core conceptual plan that gives you a conscious and awareness towards your future. That's stabilizing you. That's you're really connected to the center. That's you connected to the essence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. can't find anyone in the world, anyone apart from infallible Masumin, that they had, that they don't have, that they don't have a very bad past. Every person in this world has a bad past, bad experience. Every single person in this world made a mistake, indulged, committed sin. But the best thing is you to learn your lesson, and back to Allah, and stay in the path of Allah. Stay in the path of Allah. Stay in the path of Allah. Because the best path, the best way of life, the best university, the best money, and the best wife, and the best aeroplane, and the best car, and the best house is path of Allah. The best wife, the best car, the best house, the best university, the best content, the best ministry, the best presidency, the best power is the path of Allah. When you are in the path of Allah, you got all. When you are not in the path of Allah, you have nothing. Because Allah is the decision maker, and Allah owns the heart of all. And Allah owns the heart. And Allah owns the heart. And Allah owns the heart.